guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nico. I live in the mountains of Wyoming, and this is my attempt to get inventory. Normally it's not that big of a challenge. There's a bad month or two where there are some storms, just like everywhere. And I'm happy with that. We don't have hurricanes. We don't have flooding and that kind of stuff too often. We have a few forest fires once in a while up in the west here, and then we have blizzards. Um, but I was listening to the report this morning, and Utah, Arizona, some of these places near me have 200% snow from what they normally have. And so for the last 8 weeks, this has just been so difficult. It is storm after storm after storm. So right now I am in Denver, and this is where I normally just drive up here. Yes, it's a long drive. It's 3 hours. Yes, it's a little inconvenient, but I have family on the way, and then I have family farther from Denver. My dad lives a couple of hours from Denver. And so normally I just make this trek. My dad's 75, and I come to Denver, go up and see him, see my mom. It's not a huge deal, really. I don't have children at home, and my husband likes to travel, so we just kind of make these road trips, and it's kind of our vacation. Even though we're not going to exotic places, we travel, we eat at nice restaurants, and we just have fun with it. But this last 8 weeks, for every day of fun I've had in the last year, like, I have paid the price. I am not kidding you. Getting my inventory, getting enough to list, trying not to lower my standards of what I'm trying to do for my store has just been, I hate the word impossible because that's not true, but it has been hard. And I wish I could say that I've done it with grace and faith in God like I should have, but I have shed tears over this last 8 to 10 weeks. I mean, it has been such a it's been so hard to live a normal life and get the inventory I need because of the unpredictable weather. So we're in that boat today. I came to Denver Monday night, and this will be a repeat for a few of you, but I came Monday night. Normally I would not do that. I would come and shop at like 4 in the morning starting on Monday, then get the hotel. But I just couldn't. The weather didn't allow, and I had to work too. I have not had enough inventory to get my listings scheduled out. I have no draft bank. I had very few scheduled listings, and I am literally out of inventory, like, other than what I've just bought here that isn't processed, isn't washed, none of it. I am out of inventory in Wyoming. And so I left there. I have 2 more items that are scheduled for today, and then I have 2 here that I can launch. So that'll be 4 items that are going up today, and I'm easily capable of doing 20 to 40 a day. I do that all the time when I have the inventory, and I'm down to 4 items today. My sales are okay. They're at like 8,700, and they're at for the month, and they're at $1,736 for this week. That's doable, but I always have $2,500 to $3,000 weeks when it's not like this. So I came Monday night. I had some insomnia, probably some underlying anxiety from all of this, like trying to run my business. But either way, I've been sleeping pretty good. Last night was not as good. I got about 5 hours of sleep, which is fine. I can definitely go to the bins on 5 hours of sleep. I'm not really driving. So I had booked 3 hotel nights. So last night, or this morning, I was going to, shop all day and then take off and get back to my mom's house and hang out there for a couple days. But I do not even have 5 bags in my car. If you've been watching, if you're new, that's fine. That's why I try to repeat a little bit, but I don't want to make it boring. I did get 5 bags on Tuesday on Tuesday. I went to the bins for 5 hours on Tuesday because I had to list and I had stuff to do and I had to help my husband ship. We ship on the computer. Um, like we have the phone and then he has the computer in at the house in Wyoming where we live, and I just help him through the steps and make sure that we're keeping the shipping 100% accurate. It's amazing right now. I'm getting fast shipping. Thank you. And with as much as the roads have been closed up where I live, I'm really thankful for that, that not everybody is complaining that, their item took 3 extra days because it got stuck in Wyoming. But anyway, so I've already paid for 3 hotel nights, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Today is Thursday morning. And I just thought that would be plenty. I mean, I am picky, but not that picky. I care more about sell through than I do about price. So I can list really fast, and I am okay with a $12 to a $15 sale plus shipping on, a certain amount of my inventory. I don't like that, but I've had to kind of accept that because I can't just shop every day. I don't live in a place that there is any inventory at all, literally. So I've kind of accepted that, and I have a lot of high-end items I find, and then sometimes I have to sell a lot of $15 items. So anyway, the point is I have like my front seat full of inventory, and I have the whole back end of my RAV4 with the seats laid down, and it's empty. So I am staying at least one more night. I have a free hotel night on here. I'm gonna go down and ask the receptionist at 7. The guy who's here overnight, he said, he doesn't do the computer part. So, I'm waiting till 7. I'll go ask her, if I book my free hotel night online, can you keep me in the same room? Or it doesn't matter. Really, all I've brought in now, except for the haul I did last night, which that has to be carried back downstairs right now anyway, is my computer and my suitcase. And, I didn't bring a cooler and that kind of thing. So it would take me 15 extra minutes if I have to load my car and then tonight get another room, but it's fine. I'll just do what I have to do. I guess I should have booked 4 and then canceled 1, I guess is what I should do in the future. But anyway, so I'm gonna go to the bins the entire day today. As soon as I can get there, my husband will help me ship here in about an hour, and then I want to be to the bins by 8:40, 8:30, 8:40 when they bring out the first thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and give them my driver's license today, and get a cart. In Denver, at least at this location, to get a cart, you have to give them your driver's license. And it's ridiculous. I'm sure one person stole a cart one time, and then now they have this rule. But, I'm from Wyoming with a RAV4. I'm not going to take your cart, but I get it. I get it, and I'm not there all the time. They don't know me, and it's just their rule. This week, they had all the bathrooms shut, and the last 2 or 3 times they've had out of order, nobody allowed to use the bathroom, and they're punishing people because there are some nasty people who don't. I mean, I see them walking in and out of there. They're not washing their hands, but let alone some people are really like making a mess in the bathrooms. And I get it. The staff is overwhelmed. I mean, I'm sure they're shorthanded, and then they have a gross mess in the bathroom. So I get it, but you can't shut the bathrooms legally or in any other way for 200 people at the Goodwill bins. It's just ridiculous that was even a concept, that they thought, well, let's just shut these bathrooms, and it's fine. So when I came the first day on Tuesday, it's my nursing training. I'm not a bold person at all, believe me. If you know me, I mean, I am like the person in the back who won't hardly say hi. So if you ever come up to me at the bins, just know that at first I'm going to look startled that somebody knows my name, and then I will talk to you. So please do come up to me. But the point is that, when I see something like that, my nursing training where you're the one in charge and you're the one who has to handle all of these emergencies, it kicks in. So I was nice. Like, no, I'm not always, but I was nice. And I went up and I said, can I use the restroom? And she's like, no, we shut it because people are pooping in there and all this stuff. And I said, ma'am, listen, I'm just telling you, I'm a nurse, and this place could get shut down if you don't open those bathrooms to the public. And, and I said it nicer than that. But, she's like, well, if they come in, I'll just tell them people are pooping everywhere. And I said, I know, but Goodwill will not like the reputation they get, because they're trying to help, I don't want to see, people with challenges. And then there are people in wheelchairs there. There's me. I'm 53. If I got to go to the bathroom, I don't have a designated medical condition, but I also can't go 14 hours even with having been a nurse before, or I can because I've had to do it as a nurse, but I don't like going 14 hours and not using the restroom. It's not healthy. It is not. And so, I told her, I said, it's fine. I just said, boy, if the media or someone found out. And, sure enough, I came the next day and there were a couple people around me, and they didn't know that I had been there the day before and been the troublemaker, And they were just people shopping there, and they said, yeah, it's so nice. The bathrooms are open. They haven't been open for like 3 weeks. And I said, yeah, that may be me being mean, but I took care of it, type thing. And they had no idea. I said, I just told them that they can get in trouble for not doing that. And and so the day I was there and I complained, I guess you'd call it complaining, I said something when I should have been minding my own business. But anyway, they just opened the women's, and the men's, they were still turning men away. And then the next morning, maybe they had a meet up, or who knows, maybe they called and asked, or maybe the manager, I don't know. But anyway, now the last, let's see, I was there yesterday. We'll see what happens today. But the men's was wide open and ready for use too, and all those stupid signs were off the door. So I hope I did some good in the world. But it just bothers me because I've been to the Austin bins before, and this is in Texas, and there's just as many people, and the restrooms were open. I can't remember if they were clean, but I think they were. And then everybody got a cart. There were hundreds of carts, like I could have had 3 carts if I wanted it. You didn't have to leave your license. And this is in Austin. I mean, this is a big city too. I don't know what Denver to Austin compare. I'm sure Austin is smaller, but I think, but either way, still, um, I get it, but it makes it a miserable place to be, kind of, especially since, no offense, I'm a businesswoman, but so is every other person there. I don't care what they look like or if they don't speak English. Some of those people make twice as much money as I do. They're buying it that day. They turn around and for an hour they go around to the consignment stores or the flea market on Saturday, and they make $100,000 a year, and and you won't let a business person use the restroom, And again, there must be one nasty person there who's making all of these, problems for everybody, or a child whose parent isn't watching them and they go in there and make a mess. I get it, but anyway, that's my rant for the day. So, what I'm going to do today, since I have a front seat full of, not even full, I could cram 10 bags of stuff in my front seat if I had to. I guess if I put my suitcase, my computer bag, what little other stuff I have, and then the inventory I have, if I put that all in the front, I could fit that all in the front seat. And I do have a rack on top of my RAV4, so if I really found the mother load, I could actually strap some stuff up there, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I'm going to book again tonight. I'm going to go do my very best today, sleep one more night. I am taking a chance that I won't get back to even Wyoming at all, let alone back where I live. But I think I've just accepted that I'm not going to get home this weekend to my husband and my dog. We had already agreed that we needed to do this. We were hoping it would take 2 to 3 days, but it just isn't working out. And so I'll go see my mom and my family. I have some family that just moved here from Africa, and I want to go spend some time with them anyway. So if I can just at least get back to that area, I will be happy this weekend. And so let me tell you what has sold today. My sales are dropping again because for the first part of this week, I had 20, 20, 30, 20, and then now I'm down to 8 and 10, and I only have 4 items being listed today. So I can see my sales dropping. What I'm going to try to do is I don't know, it's hard. I like going to the Arc from 7 to 9. Like when I get done at the Goodwill bins, instead of coming back to the hotel, I have 2 hours minus a little bit of drive time. I like to go shop at the Arc for 2 hours, and I found 2 items last night. 2 items in 2 hours, but I did find some good items. So that's what I want to do, but I think I better come back and list about 5 or 6 items. So I'm going to pull out of these trash bags some easy items, something I can photo on this table. So either shoes or that hat that I found or something small so that I'm not doing it on the bedspread of the hotel. I don't mind it. It's just that it doesn't look good. It's not, I mean, I'm not that picky about my photos, but I like it to be either on a wood surface or like a decent rug. And this rug, it looks like a hotel rug. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. And so we'll see. 2 more days at the bins, all day today, all day tomorrow. I'll hope that I can even halfway fill my car. So if I use my free hotel night tonight, or let's say I don't, let's just say I buy another one, that's $400. I mean, the food and other things I'm not spending that much. It's maybe I think I've spent $30 on food in the 3.5 days just because like if I go to Chinese, that lasts me like 3 meals. Plus, I eat a lot. I feel like I eat a lot, but I snack probably. I've been snacking on popcorn and chocolate at the bins and then drinking a lot of water. But my meals themselves are lasting 2 meals at least, if not 3. So I've still got my cashew chicken in the fridge, and so I definitely will eat that tonight and probably tomorrow. Anyway, so what I'm saying about the money is that my expenditures, let's just say 450, and that's a little bit of gas money. It'll end up being more than that. If I get the hotel tonight, that'll be about $450. Right now the hotels are cheap because it's the middle of the week in the winter. So I'm blessed that way. In the summer, hotels are like $150 in Denver, pretty much. But in the summer, I don't need near as many hotels because I can just drive later. The roads aren't an issue, so it kind of equals out. But anyway, so if I left now with what I have, it would add about $2 to every item I found, because I found maybe, let's see, I have 10 trash bags full. I sent 5 with my son, 5 here. Not each bag doesn't even have 25 items. I mean, probably 15 items, 15 to 20 maybe. So even if you stretch it and say each bag has 20 items, you're looking at 200 items and you're looking at a $450 expense bill. So what I need to happen is to not leave town till I have 600 to 800 items. Then the $500, $450, $500, it only adds $1 to every item. And that's doable for me because I'm buying a lot of lightweight stuff. I bought very few jeans. I've bought very few jackets. I bought a few, but very few. So most of my items are either $1.69 if they're a little over the 1 pound, or a lot of my items are like 50 cents. So I can afford that extra dollar in expense money as long as I'm coming home with at least 600 items. And I'm pushing it to be at, what did I say? 200. I'm really pushing it. I bet if I counted all the 10 bags, I would probably have like 150 items. So I have a lot of work to do in the next 2 days. I'm hoping I can do it. If not, I might stay one more night. The $100 that I'm spending at night, if I can get 100 items a day, then that only adds $1 to everything I'm buying, which I wish I didn't have to do. But, people who live in Denver, their expenses, I mean, maybe they I mean, this sounds bad, but maybe they live with their parents, or maybe, their spouse has a big career that pays for living in Denver. But my living expenses living in Wyoming, where I live, for the most part, are much cheaper, except for my drive time to come up here. But even if you add my house payment in Wyoming plus $600 or $700 a month in coming up here and staying, I'm still, my house payment, or both of those added together, is still less than what my house would be if it were in Denver. Denver is very expensive right now. Because when the marijuana came to Colorado and they approved the marijuana, a lot of people rushed to Denver. Now, my understanding is that that's starting to fizzle, and there are other states that people are moving to that have, approved marijuana. I don't know, but it seems like prices are kind of steadily coming back to an even keel. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not wanting to move to Denver anyway. I'm just saying that my life expenses, even with all of these hotel bills, are less than if I tried to live here, even with an apartment. I mean, even a halfway decent apartment is like $1,500 to $2,000 in Aurora, right here where I would need to be. Because at one time I thought, with my son and I split an apartment here in Denver, and this was like 5 years ago when we were doing a lot of Amazon, and before Denver really got hit with like a bunch of people moving here. Um, I looked, and it was like 1,200 to 1,300 plus. I mean, all your utilities and stuff. I thought about, well, maybe my son and I should just split an apartment here, and then it would just be there for both of us off and on. But anyway, so I'm going to try to make sure that I at least have 500 to 600 items before I leave, so that the added cost of my expenses are only $1 per item. I do have a lot of choices, and this is an experiment this week to see how long it takes me to get a carload. And I'm going to have to try it again in another, few weeks and just see. I tried once for 3 days during that one blizzard about a month ago, and I got nowhere near a carload, and that was over the weekend. Now, I did get a lot of bras for my consignment customer that weekend, that 3-day weekend, and so she paid me $309 just for those bras. But then the last couple days, I mean, I haven't found that many bras. Now, remember, I've only been to the bins 5 hours on Tuesday and 9 hours yesterday. So even though I've been here 3 nights, I've only worked 14 hours shopping at the bins and 2 hours at the Ark. So that's not even 2 8-hour days at the bins. If I would have gotten here earlier on Monday, and then on Tuesday, if I hadn't had so much administrative stuff to do with the business, I might be farther ahead for my 3 nights. And that's a lesson that I'm trying to really learn. Everything has to be done before I leave town. All the scheduled listings have to be up. My paperwork has to be done. I don't have any time, if I'm going to get to the bins by 8:30 when the new rotation comes out, to do anything in the hotel. I need to eat, rest, do some stretches, because this bin stuff is really hard on my back. So I have to do, I got up at 4:30 and I did a half hour of stretching already. I'm going to do some more. I feel my back, like just sitting here, I feel my back. That's why I'm going to try to get a cart today. I see people with those really cool little trolley carts, but then I'm taking up all my room in my car. See, that's the problem is I have to get so much that I'm going to look into it and see what kind of contraptions fold down the best. And, because I have a big dolly at home. I could just throw that in, and theoretically, it lays pretty flat, and then it just has the bottom part that sticks up. But I could put that against the back of the front seat and, put clothing on top of it when I am done. And theoretically, it wouldn't take up really too much extra room. So I might just start bringing my dolly, and when I'm actually ready to load for the night, go do that and just load up my dolly with the trash bags. I don't know. I have a lot to figure out. I'm trying to make this a process, and I'm trying to streamline it, and I haven't done that yet. I have not streamlined my sourcing. I've streamlined my processes at home. I list fast. I put things away fast. I never have a death pile. I mean, everything is very quick at home. My paperwork is streamlined at home, but nothing as far as this sourcing thing is streamlined. So, sorry guys, I lost track. I know I'm on a tangent. Oh, I know. I have several choices on how other things I can try. Now my dad lives 2 hours from here, but well, it's more like 2.5 from Denver, actually. He lives on the other side of Colorado Springs. And my stepmom, she goes to the bins a lot in Colorado Springs. So she's checked that out. She was trying to do eBay full time at one time. And I mean, look at what I'm going through. Nobody normal would want to do this, right? So she's just like, forget it. I don't think this is for me. I mean, she loves to thrift and all that. And, but, you know, as far as doing it as a full-time income, she's just like, oh my goodness. So, but she still goes to the bins all the time and buys stuff for herself and things like that. So, I've asked her a lot of questions because I've never been to the Colorado Springs bins. I think there's 2 locations there, but, I've asked her, you know, do you have to fight for a cart? You know, do they yell and shut the bathrooms like the Denver bin that I go to? You know, what is the atmosphere like? Because she seems to like going. She doesn't seem like it's some crazy place. So I've asked her a lot of questions just this morning because I'm trying to work all this out. And what I can do is, because they live more in southern Colorado, you know, up where my dad lives is more southern. The closer you get to Colorado Springs and you keep going toward New Mexico, it's much more southern. And so they do have snow and the roads get shut, but it is not happening that often. So what I could do is go stay with my dad and just enjoy that. My dad's 75. Anytime I get with my parents is precious, precious time, right? So I can go hang out with him. He is so happy just to have me stay the night. You know, he's retired, and so he stays up till like midnight watching baseball games and stuff. So even if I go to the bins all day and then show up by like 8:30, have some supper and hang out with him for 2 hours, he would be over the moon if I could even do that once every 6 weeks or something. And so I am thinking about, you know, but that's a farther drive for me. That's another 3 hour drive. That's 6 hours to do that once a month or once every 6 weeks. On the other hand, I would be seeing my dad a lot more, eliminating the bins, or I mean, eliminating a lot of the hotel cost. Um, and then I would just have to, from his house, double back to the bins about an hour and a half, go to Colorado Springs, and then go back to his house. So it'd be more wear and tear on my car. I wouldn't be able to just get up in the morning and go shopping at the bins like I'm going to do today. On the other hand, you know, it's much nicer to stay there. I wouldn't have any food costs except for the snacks I take to the bins because I would eat there. I'd eat breakfast before I leave there, and I'd eat supper when I get back there. So I would eliminate some food cost. So the gas would kind of offset that, you know. Um, and so I'm really strongly considering changing bins if I can get enough up there and just hang out with my dad. And then if I got too much, I could leave 2 bags till the next time. I mean, when you're staying with, you know, at your parents' house, you can, you know, keep stuff in the bedroom if you have to. And I could, if I did that routinely, I could, you know, keep makeup there. I could keep a suitcase there. I just wouldn't have to haul all this stuff a lot of times. So that is my second option. And then, you know, the other option is just to do Wyoming only, just travel around Wyoming and just pay more and lower my standards of what I'm getting. Because if I get, let's say I do leave on Saturday and I successfully have 600 or 700 items, let's say that that happens. I'm still adding about $1 a piece. Let's just overestimate. Let's say that I'm adding $1 a piece to each item. I'm still paying $2.50, almost $3 on a lot of items. So I could just do Wyoming and pay $3.75 for shirts and $4 for jeans, and then pay up a little bit on other items, and because that's the cost in Wyoming at the different Goodwills that are in Wyoming. So I could just say, okay, my buy cost is $4 and I'm just not going to travel that much, and it's only $1 more basically than what I'm paying, and I'm here killing my back doing all of these things. It's just really hard for me when I'm at a normal Goodwill to pay $4 on a little flimsy shirt that I know is 50 cents at the bins. But the only way the bins pay is if I get a volume. Like, I really need 800 items in my car. I'm going to be content and just get out of here once I have 500 or 600, because I feel like my buy cost is worth it. But I might just decide that I am just going to live my life in Wyoming, and then I'll just come up and see my dad and maybe do a bins trip once every 6 or 8 weeks. But if I get stuff, I do. If I don't, I don't. It won't be my primary way of sourcing. But I'm trying to think, I mean, it would be really tough, I think, even over a month's time to pick 800 items out of 3 Goodwills, because that's all I have are 3 Goodwills. Then I have a little church, I have a couple little church stores, and then I have the consignment shop. But the problem with the consignment store is I can't buy at the Goodwill for $4 and then consign it to the consignment store. You can't get any consignment stuff worth doing. I have to come to the bins to even get money to shop at the consignment store. So that would be eliminated if I didn't do the bins enough. So yeah, I might be able to do this kind of a trip every 8 weeks and just get tons of consignment, get like 2 months worth of consignment, get as much eBay stuff as I can, drive it home, come back, or have my husband come with a second car, and we could just do this massive every 8 week killer thing, and just spend a lot of money all at once. So anyway, guys, those are my options that I see without moving. Obviously, moving is the option. For the business, moving would be like common sense. Even with the extra in Denver, I still think wear and tear in your body, that would be common sense. But we have no real reason to move to Denver, and our family lives closer up that way to where I live, and except for my dad, but anyway, guys, so that is it. Let's see what I've sold today. It's kind of sad because my listings are tapering down. Those first few days I had, 14, 16 item days because I was listing 20. And I pick really good stuff. But right now I've only been listing 8 items yesterday, and it'll be 4 today, and so you can tell in my stuff. So I got to get listing. Let's see what's awaiting shipment. I sent a bunch of offers this morning. I accepted some offers. I've got 9 orders, which sounds okay, but it only equals $189.29. This is in 24 hours, so that is not good because I just spent $100 on a hotel, right? So we can't be here if we're going to do this. But anyway, this is a clearance item. It's a Banana Republic shorts. It's sold via promoted listings, no coupon. It sold for $7.61, and it was $14.53 total. So that's okay. It's a bins pickup. They were new with tags, but they're really lightweight. So I might make a couple bucks on the shipping too. Then we have a pair of Adidas pants, which are men's large, Climacool. They're just sweatpants. I have joggers in the title, so they must be joggers. I've only had these about a week. These sold for $12 plus shipping, so $22.77. And that's the kind of item, even the Banana Republic shorts, if you're paying 50 cents, I'm fine with $8. Just quickly to sell that. And then these Adidas pants, this is what I wanted to fill my car with, honestly, if I had to. $1 to $12 is great if you do it fast. So, but I did not even see any Adidas jogger pants, but we'll see what happens today. They did not use any promotions at all on those Adidas pants. Then I have a pair of Judy Blue jeans. These are a size 7. They're skinny fit. I've only had these about a week. I sold them for 16 plus shipping, so $27.55. Sold via promoted, no other coupons. This is a lucky shirt. This is a bins find from the last time I went. It's real lightweight. It's an XL. It sold for $10 plus shipping, so $17.84, which is great for like a thing that cost me like 35 cents. That's really good. This is what I'm trying to do, guys. No promotions of any kind. Then this is called Inches Off 2. It's a name brand of a swimsuit. I've been picking up every single swimsuit because I'm either going to consign it this summer or I am listing them. And this was a size 16, so I looked at the brand and I decided for a size 16 it was worth listing. They did use my 20% off coupon. They did not use promoted listings. So it sold for $18.84 and 2302 is my end cost, or I mean the cost to the customer. So I got 2302 shipped for this swimsuit, and it's a first class item. Then this is a clearance item for sure. This is like 3,000 items ago. So I sold a pair of Levi jeans. They're 34 by 32. They're the 550s, but these I have Reed in the title, so they had some damage or flaws. So I took $3.25 and then they paid the shipping, so $13, and I'm glad to clearance those out. I think, no, I didn't do that by hand yet. That must have just been on my sale because I didn't get to this pair to do them by hand. I probably would have pulled them, so at least I'm getting some traffic for my store that way. Nope. Oh yeah, it did sell via promoted too, not any coupon on the Levi's. Then this is a good sale. This is a bins find. I think I found this 2 bins trips ago. I found 2 Pottery Barn items that are just real lightweight. This is a cotton tablecloth throw. It just fits like on a square table. It probably cost me 50 cents. It's so lightweight. It sold via promoted and then with a 10% coupon. And it sold for $26.99 plus shipping, so $36.35 all in. Then I sold another swimsuit. Swimsuits are selling, guys. I'm picking up every swimsuit I find today. Nobody else is going to get a swimsuit if I can get around fast enough. This is a Debbie Katz swimsuit cover-up. I sold this once before, and back where the tag is, I noticed that the tag was hanging, so I put that, but I didn't realize that when it was hanging, it had made a hole, so I got a return on it, and I felt really bad. So, I mean, I basically broke even on this because I had to pay return shipping once. But anyway, I did put that in this listing, that there was a little hole up by the tag, and anyway, I still got $17.03 altogether. No promotions of any kind. And then I sold a pair of North Face shorts. These are a medium, 32 by 9. These are men's. Sold via promoted listings. No coupons of any kind. This is an older pair. This is like 1,500 items ago in my store. So I don't know if I took an offer or they just paid 10 bucks. I don't know. And so this sold for $17.12 shipped. So that is all, guys. For being in a hotel 3 days, that is not good. 9 items are not good. I'm going to be real aggressive on my offers. I'm sending every offer eBay allows me to send. I'm accepting almost any offer. And even during the day at the bins, I keep stopping every hour or two and just sending any offers I have. So I sent a decent amount yesterday, but I can definitely tell that my sales are down already. And see, this is where it gets to be a problem, is even if I went home today, you know, I've got to really hurry and get listings up, and let alone I need to stay a day or two more to really even get my inventory. So this is where maybe being at my dad's, where I can just set up at the kitchen table and have he has a nice big kitchen table, really long, like, you know, that can seat 10 people. And they don't care if I just bring my stuff in and just set up shop there. And he watches TV and I sit at the table and I just list, you know. And, you know, in here, I have this little tiny square table. It's a lot harder. So I'm leaning toward maybe at least every other bins trip doing that, and hopefully I have my listings done before I go. That's lesson number one, of course, or goal number one. But if I didn't, or if there was a blizzard and I couldn't get home, I can just set up and I can make myself at home and eat there and list there. And so I'll let you know what I decide. I'm going to experiment here. Probably by the time I leave, I'll feel a whole lot better about this trip. It's just, I just haven't been shopping enough. I've only been shopping, like I said, about 14 hours. And you can't, I mean, you could, but unless you're just grabbing junk, you're not going to find 600 to 800 items in 14 hours unless you just really are just not picky at all about what you list. And I'm too picky, I know. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go call my husband. We're going to get this shipping out, and then I'm going to eat some breakfast and try to get myself to the bins. I don't know if I'm going to do a haul video tonight. It is harder on my back to bring, 2 or 3 trash bags up the stairs. If I wasn't doing the bins all day, then I can carry 3 trash bags of clothes up 2 flights of stairs. I'm not like having a problem with that. But after doing the bins, and then last night when I brought the trash bags up, I did 14 hours at the bins in less than 24 hours because I did 5 hours at night, came and slept a little bit, and then went and did 14 hours right away. So yeah, my back is like not willing to haul stuff up for a haul. But I'll keep doing the shipping videos, and then as soon as I get home, we will have a huge haul. So guys, thanks for your support. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. I will mostly be doing haul and shipping videos the next week, and then I will restart my editing videos. The editing is paying off. It's going really well. So I hope that you'll subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps my channel be found, even if it's just, a quick comment. I'm still asking everybody how many items you think I can get in my car. I'd really like to hear what you think I can get in a RAV4. Go ahead and put a like if you don't mind. Thank you guys for following me. I sure appreciate it. And I will see you probably not tonight unless, I'm just like my back is good. And then maybe I'll be, wanting to grab some stuff. And I may need to bring stuff in to list anyway. So, I may end up with a haul because I've got to go through and find the best stuff that I find today and get it listed from the hotel. All right, guys, we will see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.